Alright guys, today's video, I actually started working on it already, but I'm gonna just, run you guys down what I've done already because this is gonna be a project, so let's get it. Alright, so what I'm doing here, we're switching out radios. We're going from this style to a double dead style. And we're gonna relocate the gauges that were here on my vents. Where are they at? Well, my vents are, where they at? Vents are right here, right in front of my face. So this thing's cracked anyway, but I'm gonna order another one. I think I found them for like $100. So, but yeah, instead of them going here like they were, like that, they're gonna go here. Which I removed this panel. I think I broke it, actually. Yep, I broke it. So, thanks to me, I broke that. Be careful with that, that pops right out. It's old plastic, so they're gonna break. I got a couple broken tabs here. At least we didn't break that one. That's important. And that one's important. And that one's important. And then this clips in here some weird way. But it holds on to there. So that's how you take this off. It slides out. But yeah, I might be gluing those things back on to click it back on. We'll show you that in this video. Alright, so I just pulled all the wires out this way. So they're just going to the firewall from here. Then I just gotta run them down to come out from here through that hole back there. And then I'm gonna have the wires come out of the sides here. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm actually gluing some Gorilla Glue with those things I told you I broke. And I'm putting some weight on it to let them dry. And then I'm gonna put some epoxy around the whole entire thing to make it secure and durable. But yeah, this is my air fuel ratio gauge. Then I have my boost gauge, my true boost over there, but this is the pod that I'll be using. Show you guys how to install it. So I'm gonna be cutting like a little gash right here on the side here, so I can run the wire coming out from here instead of having an ugly hole over here. I'll just have one on the side here and then run the wires up, and into the gauge. So I'll show you guys how that's gonna look. Just give me a few minutes. All right, I just epoxy the rest of it. Put a lot of it on there. Just let it dry so it can glue together. Be a little bit more secure. This I couldn't get much on, but whatever. These are important right here. I'm trying to get them as strong as I want. Or I can, I mean. Yes, you can see it should work. If not, we try. Get a new panel later. Alright, so this is how I mounted my gauge. I put one of those nuts on there. Came out pretty fresh. Let me show you guys how to put that in and how to put the gauge in there also. So stay tuned. There you go, guys. That's how you mount them. And that's how they look when they're mounted. They're all crooked right now, but once I get them installed, it should be pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run the wires this way so I don't have to cut. I mean, I can cut a slot here and just run the wires up, but I think it's easier if I just cut a little slot here, a little square, and just run the hose and then the wiring to the pod over here. So, and the things are at the bottom. So let's get it. Let's see how we're gonna mount this to the next step. All right, so I did some, like I said, some little holes here so I could feed the wires through there and not have to drill a big hole to make that little connector fit in there, the big connector. So now I'm just gonna try to, you know, feed them through there, take the thing apart in the car, and then just feed it through. It's gonna be difficult, but I gotta do it. All right, now Nico's gonna help me mount this up because I can't do it by myself. I need another person because I gotta handle all the wiring and stuff on the car like here. I can't just, it's already fed through here. Hose, everything's fed through, so it shouldn't be that difficult. But we do have to connect the gauges in there, so let's get it. Fast forward on these gauges. They look good. They look good. Stock as hell. Did it. So now gotta put this back together and hook up the gauges because I still have to run the power and stuff like that to them, which shouldn't be that much of an issue. So let's get it. Way much better view. They are facing me when I'm driving, so they're ripping. And then we got the radio, fit right like a glove. 2 screens, fresh. Now let's go rip her.